Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, which is Health and Relationship with YayraRose. Okay, so today I am going to be talking about something called lactose. For those who are new, welcome, and I hope you guys have been good, having a good week. So yeah, we're going to talk about lactose today, and that is something that a lot of us don't know much about. So I'm just going to quickly explain about lactose, what it is, the kind of food to avoid, and what to eat in order to not get a reaction. Okay, so lactose. So the best way to explain it is that if you experience pain, for example, after eating ice cream, I'm not talking about toothache, I'm talking about pain. Yeah, if you experience pain after eating ice cream or after drinking milk, then you may have lactose intolerance. So lactose intolerance tends to happen, the pain that you feel is usually when the body doesn't digest dairy products properly. That's when you tend to get the pain when you consume those items. Okay, so let's talk about lactose. Now, lactose is a natural sugar found in milk and milky products. So normally after you eat or drink something that has it, an enzymes in your intestine called lactase breaks it down. But people with lactose intolerance don't make enough of this enzyme. So the undigested lactose ends up in the colon, where bacteria start to ferment it. Okay, so that process can be very, very uncomfortable, causing bloating, gas, pain, nausea, or diarrhea. Okay, for me, I personally, I wouldn't say I have lactose intolerance, but I prefer to have plant-based milk as opposed to cow's milk. And that's a lifestyle that I've changed years and years ago, and I'm happy with that. It's working well for me. So plant-based milk could be like almond milk, coconut milk, soya milk, rice milk, cashew milk, a lot of these nuts. You can use this milk as a normal, with your cereal, with anything, as you would do with a cow's milk. So I changed that lifestyle just for my own personal journey, not necessarily because I have lactose. Okay, and I am enjoying that process. So it's up to everyone what kind of journey they want to go on. But if you are in pain and have the lactose intolerance, I'm about to give you some tips that will help you out, and see, try it and see how that goes. Okay, so some of the things to also know is that food allergies like milk or peanut allergy, they are autoimmune conditions. So people with a milk allergy, for example, they cannot have any milk or products containing milk. Okay, so like chocolates and certain things that have milk in it, you may be intolerant to it. So reactions can be very severe, but if you have a lactose intolerance, it means your body has a hard time digesting lactose, and while you experience pain with it, it's not life-threatening. Okay, bear that in mind, it's not life-threatening. Natural levels of lactase decline as we age. So lactose intolerance may crop up as we get older. Some populations tend to have higher rates of it. But however, be assured, lactose intolerance can be diagnosed. Okay, it can be diagnosed. Get rid of all your dairy products for a few weeks to see if the symptoms improve. That's another way of kind of figuring out if certain foods that you eat contributes to your lactose intolerance. Okay, so For a more definite answer, talk to a doctor or healthcare, primary care doctor to, find out if that's what it is. Blood tests or hydrogen tests can be done. Both involve eating and drinking something with lactose and then checking your blood or breath for signs that you aren't digesting it properly. Pretty much that's one of the tests that they do to try and figure out if that's what it is. So if you're cutting out or reducing dairy products, you need to make sure to include other foods that provide calcium for your bones and stuff, like soy milk, tofu, kale, almonds, broccoli, etc. Now, it may take some time. I would say it would take some trial and error to, figure out what and how much you can handle of your own individual, progress. How much you can handle. But some people with lactose intolerance can have some dairy. That doesn't affect them. Okay, some people can handle a small amount of milk, a small amount of yogurt, for example, with no symptoms. So it depends how severe your lactose intolerance is. So you may avoid milk, but then you're okay with yogurt. Some people are not okay with either, like anything dairy. So yeah, it's a good way of finding out where you're at when it comes to your lactose intolerance. Okay, so lactose intolerance is a condition in which you have digestive symptoms. Just want to summarize this for you guys. Digestive systems like bloating, you've got gas, you've got nausea, bloating, diarrhea, after you consume foods or drinks that contain lactose. Pretty much that's what it is. Okay, so lactose is a sugar found in milk and dairy products, like I said. In order to digest this sugary properly, the small intestine must provide adequate amounts of the enzyme called lactase that I mentioned earlier as well. Lactose is found in milk, whey, curds as well, lactose. You've got the dry milk solids as well that contains lactose. So always try and read some of the ingredients on your products. Lactase is responsible for breaking down the lactose in glucose and galactose so the body can absorb it. Okay, so lactose intolerance causes can be genetic or family history. It could be aging, it could be illness, it could be stress as well. So look into those aspects of your lives as well to figure out where it's coming from, and then you know how to deal with it. So if you need to avoid all lactose products, keep a very careful eye on the dairy that are hidden in common foods. Okay, like I just said, read the information on the product label. It could include bread as well, pastries. It could include crackers, cereals, soups, processed meat, protein bars, and candy. All these could have lactose in them. And usually it does state on the label, so make sure you look into these. So some of the foods that you should avoid that I've just mentioned includes milk, cream, butter, evaporated milk. You have the condensed milk as well. You have dried milk. You have powdered milk. You have solid milks. You have margarine, cheese, curds, and whey as well. But some of the things that you should do is have probiotic yogurts as well, the good bacteria that's supposed to help you. So you can eliminate these foods and then start taking food like that, the yogurt, to figure out if that is helping, and then you know what to eliminate, during your progress of finding out. Adding coconut oil to your cooking is supposed to be very good as well. Calcium rich foods as well. I don't need to tell you what those calcium foods are. Oh, I happen to have an orange here. So orange, as an example, is a calcium rich food. You also need your vitamin K as well. So try and have a balanced kind of diet thing going on, including a list of these items that I've just given you. So yeah, once again guys, that was just a quick snappy video. I hope this video helps you out, anyone that is suffering from lactose intolerance. If you have anything that I haven't covered, let me know in the description box below. And as usual guys, have a really good week and stay blessed. Ciao.